I'm Katie Hall from United Healthcare Pro Cycling. Welcome to Voxwomen.
Coming up in this month's show, we have action from the Women's World Tour as it visits Plouay in France and Madrid. The women's peloton finished the month in Bergen, Norway, where we find out who will claim the world titles in team time trialling and road racing. First, we head to Brittany for Grand Prix Plouay.
To win here, you need to be 100%, even to just play the game. So I hope it will be fine.
We're going to be aggressive, we have to be, because if you're not on this course then there's too many sprinters that can hang on, so yeah, expect some fireworks from us.
Lizzie Deignan predicted an aggressive race. Anna van der Breggen in the Women's World Tour leader's jersey and Cecily Uttrup Ludwig, the under-23 leader, led out the peloton. Ahead, 121.5 kilometres. 4 laps of a tough 26.9 kilometre lap and one final loop of 13.9 kilometres to find out who would take the victory. The attacks came thick and fast. After halfway, Elisa Longo-Borghini of Wiggle High 5 finally made a move, joined by Italian compatriot Rossella Ratto of Silence, van der Breggen in purple, Mulman Passio of Cervelo Bigla and Anna Stricker of BTC Ljubljana. After 2 hours of racing, Team Sunweb brought the race together for Corinne Rivera. Canyon SRAM then ignited the race again, and former British champion Hannah Barnes forged ahead. She was finally chased and caught by Janneke Ensing of Ale Cipollini, but their lead never reached more than 30 seconds. Anna van der Breggen refused to let them clear, patrolling the front of the peloton. Former Giro Rosa winner Claudia Lichtenberg raced ahead, but the peloton were intent on keeping it together. On the penultimate climb, former world champion Pauline Ferrand-Prévot attacked. The Frenchwoman from Canyon SRAM is now showing her form of old, and she rid the peloton of many favourites. Lizzie Deignan finally made it to the attacking Frenchwoman. There was a hard chase, led by Sunweb and Orica Scott. On the final ascent of the main climb, Deignan and Ferrand-Prévot again pushed ahead. Remaining, their 22-second lead was still intact, and Deignan started to do less work. In the finishing straight, Deignan started her sprint. Ferrand-Prévot had no answer. Deignan took her first World Tour win of the season for Boels Dolmans.
it's not easy to do that. It's not easy to come into a race and say I want to win it and then do it. So that's what you have to be a world champion. So it's all good.
Ferran Prevost finished second, and Sarah Roy of Orica Scott won the bunch sprint for third. Anna van der Breggen maintained her lead in the UCI Women's World Tour rankings with just one event to go. And Cecilie Upcheret Ludwig maintains her lead in the World Tour Youth rankings. Let's join the women's peloton in Spain for the Madrid Challenge, a race held on the final day of the men's Vuelta a España. In beautiful conditions, the peloton rolled out for 15 laps of the 5.8-kilometre circuit. The pace was relentless over the 87k. There was a hard-fought competition for the intermediate sprints. And sprinter Chloe Hosking, winner of La Course in 2016, suffered a puncture on the 5th lap. But her team helped her rejoin the race. They wanted her sprint for the finish. Former world cyclocross champion Talita de Jong of Laris Wow Deals was involved in one key attack. Team Sunweb, ever present at the front, were always bringing the peloton back together. Leah Kirchmann doing a lot of the work. Silence were particularly aggressive as attacks continued to fire. With 1 lap to go, Jasinka was clear with a 10-second advantage. As they heard the bell, Sunweb again brought the race back together. They wanted to give Corinne Rivera another win after a standout season. Ale Cipollini and Sunweb got their sprint lead-outs ready. Roxane Fournier of FDJ was first to hit the front, but defending champion Jolien Dora was again too strong for everyone and raced home to take the win for Wiggle High Five. Corinne Rivera was second, Fournier clinched third. And with a total of 1,016 points, Anna van der Breggen of Boels-Dolmans claimed the 2017 UCI Women's World Tour over fellow Dutchwoman Annemiek van Vleuten of Orica Scott. And Cecilie Upcheret Ludwig dominated the youth rankings to take the Under-23 UCI Women's World Tour crown.
Don't go anywhere, join us again after the break. Hi, I'm Marie Willman. Welcome back to the Voxwomen cycling show.
After Plouay and Madrid, the women's peloton headed to Bergen in Norway for the 2017 UCI Road World Championships. First in a week of racing was the Team Time Trial Championships. In front of a huge crowd, Sunweb headed out to the 42.5-kilometre course with some tough hills ahead. Cervelo Bigler took a bronze medal in 2016 and were hoping to move up in this year's championships. Defending champions Boels Dolmans rolled down the ramp with a slightly different lineup to 2016. At the first time split, Corinne Rivera led Sunweb through with a good time. But Cervelo Bigler were looking well drilled, averaging over 47 kilometres an hour. Boels Dolmans had work to do, but they usually ride a careful schedule in the opening kilometres. It was at the top of the tough climb that Sunweb started to worry their rivals. Cervelo Bigler had the required 4 riders left from the initial 6. But their lead on Sunweb was evaporating. Boels Dolmans looked set to take another title with a strong performance to the 31-kilometre point. The race back to Bergen was fast and technical. With 6 riders apiece, Boels Dolmans and Sunweb would have an advantage over Cervelo Bigler. At the next split, Sunweb shocked everyone. Cervelo Bigler had lost 16 seconds on the Dutch team. And it was all about the final kilometre, as Boels Dolmans suddenly lost 22 seconds on Sunweb. Amy Peters had a technical problem on the cobbles. Corinne Rivera and the rest of the team sprinted the final 5 kilometres and still had energy left to rocket to the line. Now they had to wait. Cervelo Bigler held on for an eventual bronze medal. But Boels Dolmans had been outgunned in the final phase of the time trial. They took silver, and an emotional Sunweb clinched a shock world title. In the time trial, Olympic road champion and bronze medalist in the time trial Anna van der Breggen looked focused. But Annemiek van Vleuten had had a brilliant end to 2017. The Dutch champion was ready to challenge. Bronze medalist in 2016, Katrin Garfoot of Australia was keen to finish on the podium again. After a challenging first 9.6 kilometres, Van der Breggen was looking good. Van Vleuten had started more carefully. And Garfert was holding on to third. At the second split, Van Vleuten had turned up the heat on her teammate. She led the way. Garfert was looking set for a podium place. At the finish, Van der Breggen went top of the rankings. Van Vleuten, winner of La Course, was just too fast. She raced home 12 seconds faster to take the title. Garfert of Australia was the only podium finisher of 2016 to retain her spot. 12 months before, Van Vleuten had been lying on the roadside in Rio after a terrible crash. The Dutch woman embraced her parents, the emotion of being world champion clearly showing.
Hi, it's Cecily Ludwig from Sevilla Bigla. We're now out riding the course. Have been riding 2 laps. It's really great. It's a really nice course. We are starting with 7 riders at Saturday. It's historical for Denmark that we are so many, and we are 7 because by nation ranking we have qualified 6 riders, but because we have the defending world champion Amalie Didriksen, we have 7, and the squad is so strong, and we're looking so much forward to Saturday. We can't wait. I'm really excited, and so is the rest of the team. Cross your fingers and let's go for it. We're sitting here the last evening before the race tomorrow, and today it's about carbo loading. So we have some rice, we have some chicken, some salad, carrots, tomatoes, and of course we have some nice ketchup. That's always according to the plan. And how we're just gonna take some quick round to hear that the girls are so ready for tomorrow. So Trine, you feel good?
I feel super good.
You're ready?
I'm ready, I'm so ready.
And Pernille, how are you?
I'm so
ready.
good. So ready.
And the food is good?
So good.
Nice. Julie, how are you?
Pumped.
Pumped.
Ready for tomorrow.
Good. And Amalie Didriksen, the defending world champion, how are you? Good?
Very good.
Yeah. And of course, Camilla Müllebro, riding. How are you? Ready for tomorrow?
So ready.
Good. So we're checking out. See you tomorrow, and cross your fingers and see the Danish Vikings. Okay, bye.
Cecily Ludwig and her Danish Vikings were ready for 152.5 kilometres of racing. The early attacks always seem to include Great Britain, the Netherlands and Australia. With 66 kilometres to go, there was a huge crash, taking down Chantal Black. Her Bolsdormans teammate Megan Garnier was taken to hospital with a broken jaw. A battle-wounded Black chased to rejoin the peloton. With 34 kilometres to go, Olympic track champion Danny King went clear. Olympic champion Anna van der Breggen eventually caught her break with a group that included crash victim Black and Van Vleuten. With 23k to go, Black made another move. Audrey Cordon-Ragot and Hannah Barnes joined her. With 1 lap to go, they held a lead of over 30 seconds. But it was Kasia Nieuwedoma who decided the race had to be closed down. On the climb of Salmon Hill, she made a move. Her surge put many riders into difficulty, and she took an elite group across to the front. The Dutch had Van Vleuten, Van der Breggen and Black at the head of the race, and they used their advantage to good effect, launching attack after attack. With 7.6k to go, Black found herself at the front after another move. She time-trialled alone, building a huge lead. The Dutch rider, who selflessly rides for her teammates, shook her head in realisation she was world champion. A wonderful day for the domestique of the Boels-Dolmans team. Her cycling career forever changed, winning the rainbow bands. Dreams can come true. Garfoot of Australia took silver, and defending champion Deirdrickson again finished on the podium. World time trial champion Van Vleuten finished 4th, Nieuwedoma in 5th.
No, I can't believe it. Everything happens in the race, and when I crashed, actually it took pretty long, and I also was in a lot of pain on that moment, and I thought my race is over. But yeah, I thought, yeah, maybe I can come back, and then we see what I can do. But it was not really the plan that I should win the race. I just want to make the best as possible for the team, and yeah, and then I came in a good break, so that was a good thing because then I could come over the climb. And after that, I just followed my heart, and I stayed away.
That's all we've got time for this month. Join us next time and we'll bring you more from the world of women's cycling.
I'm Amanda Spratt from Orica Scott Professional Cycling Team, and thanks for watching the Voxwomen Cycling Show.